And this is a video review of the Transformers Warfare Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom Optimus Prime. So he's figure number WFC K1 in the Kingdom line. And I'm really happy with how this one turned out. My other Prime in this scale, this one just broke. And it really pissed me off. So let's see how this hand actually broke. So I'm not gonna force it or anything, but it's already cracked there, so this one will probably fall off. And this has been my pocket Prime for a long time, and I've been looking for a replacement pocket Prime. Really happy this one just came out, and he's loads better than the other one. Has a lot more posability, a lot more G1 accurate. So yeah, it's a perfect pocket Prime. So before we look at that, let's take a look at the packaging. It's your standard card back packaging, you know. Prime in vehicle and robot mode. That vehicle is not accurate. See, this one is more squarish, but when I transform him, you'll see that his cab is a little bit more rectangular. 11 steps. He also comes with this not too bad set of instructions. He also comes with this tiny version of his ion rifle, which is really good. My only complaint is they had this solid 5mm port there and this tinier port there, and his hand has that tiny hole, so that means the gun won't be resting as it should, which is kind of annoying. I wish the gun just goes all the way down, but it's not too bad. His gun is blast effect compatible, so you can do that. Not too bad. Now taking a closer look at Prime. He's a really well done pocket Prime. It's not perfect. I do have my qualms, but he does share a lot of the molded details and molded design details as this one. So if you look at the legs, they're pretty much identical in terms of the legs, barring, you know, paint, lacking in paint apps in some areas. Thighs are fairly accurate. Even, you know, the chest detail, it's like they took this guy's sculpt and miniaturized him, so it's really cool. Even the arms, you know, this shares a lot of the panels as well. Forearm panels, you can see the forearm panels has a lot of similarities as well. So I'm really happy. It's like they gave us a shrunken down version of this Prime for our, you know, daily commute. His head sculpt is very Optimus Prime, no complaints there. It might be a little bit squat, you know, it's not too bad. I don't mind it at all. The side views. Now where this thing, what my main complaint is, this butt panel here. I think they could have done a better job on this particular panel. That's the only complaint I have. I wish they figured out a way to fold that up. No, because other than that, he's, you know, perfect. Even the back is clean aside from this one. There is gaps there, but you know, it's a scout class figure, core class figure. What can you do? And also this panel is blue. I wish they painted that red, but again, what can you do? So there's also that hole there, and it just, I don't know why you can do that, but you can if you wanted to. So yeah, very simple, very effective pocket Prime. Now it does have a lot of good articulations. So swivel at the head, ball joints on the shoulders, you know, that much out, you know, all the way around. Ball joint at the elbow, so 90 degrees, actually a little bit more than 90, but not by much. And swivel, this does go in and out because of transformation. If you don't mind it, you can use this as a pseudo upper torso swivel. I use it for some poses, but I don't go past, you know, maybe 20 degrees, because other past that it does look weird. He does have an ab crunch as well, which is really good. I use that for posing as well. Legs can go, let's just push 90 degrees forward. It will be hindered going back, but you don't need that much anyway. Side, no swivel, but that's a ball joint, so you can twist there. This is a ball joint as well, so you can twist there as well. 90, a little more than 90. And there's no ankle tilt, but I can forgive it just because of the size. But it is in a little bit of an A stance, so you know, standing him up, it will look dynamic enough. So not bad. Pocket Prime, like I said. Now, quickly, to transform this Pocket Prime, first thing you do is you push the head down. Push him all the way down. And this back panel. Now, before I do that, as you can see, I think it was meant for this entire torso to be solid, but they haven't done a good job of that. So as you can see, there's a hole there. This went to go to that hole, but that is too loose. It doesn't hold it in place or anything. It's just more a guide than anything else. Same here. See, there's a tab and a space. So I think this meant to hold, but it's not holding at all. So yeah. And then there's also, so if I flip that, see there's these tiny holes there for those protrusions, but again, it's too small for it to do anything. So I think it's meant to be more solid, but it turned out to be more guidelines than anything else. Let me just adjust my lighting. Something's wrong with my lighting. Oh well. Okay, so continue on transformation. Unclip that and then fold that all the way in, and then like I said, just free that up. This is supposed to cover the head. Now rotate him on the waist. Let's clip the legs together. So there's series of clips and holes there, so just align it and press it together. There's actually a couple of trailer hitches there, so if there's a third-party trailer coming, or even a re-release of this guy with a trailer, that's probably what it's for. Now you flip this all the way up and over. There you go. And then, as every other Optimus Prime transformation goes, you just fold that forward and fold that in. Now, before it gets hard to see, there is a peg there and a hole there, so that is supposed to rest in that hole. So let's rotate him back, position it in the proper orientation. There you go, and then make sure those pegs go into those holes. So here you go. Here you have Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode. As I've said, they might have photoshopped this. It looks a little bit more square. Maybe it's the angle, but this one is definitely rectangular, right? But that said, that's your cartoon accurate Optimus Prime cab. Even has those tiny windshield wipers, light details, all that. Really good. From the side, it's fairly clean. Wish this was painted red. I wish those were the windows were picked out in same color as this, but what can you do? I wish we could have covered this, but again, that's not too bad. The back is clearly the feet. They don't fold or anything, so what can you do? It does have, as I've said, the trailer hitches there, and all wheels do roll. Oh, my light just came back up. and he does roll fairly well. So yeah, like I said, why are you doing that to me, light? There you go. Really good pocket prime. Okay, my equipment is being temperamental, so let's just finish the review. So what do I think about this guy? If you're like me and you like to bring figures on your commute and all that, and I have been bringing this one for the longest time, this is your perfect pocket prime. And if you collect, you know, scout class figures, I think this fits fairly well. I don't have the third-party Legends figures anywhere, so I can't really show that to you. But you know, I think he scales fairly well with those as well. Otherwise, if you're like me or an Optimus Prime collector, then this one is a must-have, right? We can't have too many Optimus Primes. Okay, so that was the review. If you like that review, please do leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. As always, this has been Grim Trigger, and this has been the surprisingly awesome Pocket Kingdom Prime. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.